at the Hive Magick School in Elyria, but I'm posting it publicly in case anyone else finds it interesting too. So I started this class late, but I had already found my animal several years ago from a guided meditation from the book Power Animals by Stephen Farmer. I actually found two animals during this journey, the raccoon and the crow, but I've been working closer with the raccoon, so that's the animal I went with for this project. Raccoons are known for their resourcefulness and adaptability. Because of their adaptability and their ability to thrive in both natural and urban environments, I see them as a creature that is able to walk between worlds. I have had several notable interactions with raccoons. We've had issues with raccoons living in our attic for years. Just recently, one somehow climbed down our chimney and into our fireplace. But he didn't even bring any presents, which was very rude considering I do sometimes leave cookies out for them. They used to dig up my garden behind the garage, but I found that if I occasionally leave food scraps for them in the apple tree stump at the very back of my yard away from the garden, they'll leave the garden alone for the most part. They still fuck around with the house though. I completed an initiation related to my Mesopotamian polytheist path last year, and last summer, right after I finished the section dealing with the underworld and the goddess Ereshkigal, I found a raccoon skull with some other bones and fur in my garage. Actually, my husband noticed it first, and he asked me if it was something that I put there, like for a spell or something. I was slightly interested in skulls, but I had never actually worked with any animal remains before. But my first reaction was, whoa, cool, I'm going to clean it up and keep it. I feel like that was related to my work with the underworld. I don't know if it was just a test to see if I would actually take it upon myself to care for a deceased creature, or if it was a gift from the powers of the underworld or from the raccoons, but I kept the bones and buried the fur with a funerary ritual in my garden. Then I made a display for her inscribed with a quote from Inanna's Descent, which roughly translates to, "The ways of the underworld are perfect." I keep her under my shrine to Ereshkigal, along with an English carrion crow that I got from Etsy, and a reticulated python that my husband got me for Valentine's Day. But this is part of why I see raccoons as creatures that walk between worlds, and who can connect us with the other world. I don't think it's a traditional association with these animals, but it's what I have experienced with them. I've since taken to collecting skulls of other animals. A few of them, including the raccoon, I've been able to interact with while in a trance state, which was super cool. And here's my poem. You walk between the worlds, a creature of the forest, now moving through the gray artificial ecosystem of humans, ever adapting to our ways. As you strive to find your own way in this rapidly changing and decaying world, you're called a trickster and a thief for trying to survive, even as we take your habitat for our own, and you're left with nothing but dumpsters of our scraps. You are resourceful, you are resilient, you are a survivor. I see beyond your mask. I see that you were never really wearing a mask. The other humans just don't look close enough. Okay, and this here obviously is my mask. Raccoons are often described as masked and as being mysterious or tricksters or thieves, because people think that they look like they're wearing masks. Much like how people always think that I'm upset or mad or not happy enough. But that's just how my face looks. Just like raccoons. Like me, raccoons are seen as wearing a mask, but they really aren't. People just choose to misunderstand them. They're really just silly little guys when you get to know them. I forgot to say, I call my raccoon Myra, which is short for my raccoon. And this is a weighted raccoon plushie that I sleep with. You might think that I'm about 30 years too old to sleep with plushies, but actually I'm just too old to care what other people think. I also have this lighter raccoon plushie that I use as my travel raccoon. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I normally talk about the goddess Inanna, other pagan topics, and connecting with nature. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.